Welcome to American News Network, where we bring you all news that is breaking that affects America and Americans. First up, Ayatollah Khomeini is dead. It looks like we killed Khomeini. They just went into the Middle East. They dropped some bombs. They got rid of Khomeini and his number one man, the guy that was executing everybody. Boom! Sent the boys in. Send those boys back and meet their maker, I think is what happened.
A senior Israeli official tells Fox News that Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian and Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khomeini, were targeted in the Israeli strikes against the capital of Tehran. There is currently a battle damage assessment underway to see if those strikes were successful. We also understand, according to Israeli sources, that the commanders responsible for ordering the mass murder of protesters in Iran earlier this year were targeted in these strikes. As this is ongoing, the Iranians are now responding not only against Gulf countries like the UAE and Qatar, they are also directly targeting Israel. For the past several hours, air raid sirens have been sounding across this country, alerts going out on cell phones, and millions of Israelis in bomb shelters. We've been able to see some of the missile interceptions from our position here in Tel Aviv, Israel's second largest city. Large explosions over the city, echoing through the buildings as these interceptor rounds are colliding with incoming ballistic missile fire. Remember, Israel has a tiered missile defense system from the Iron Dome to David's Sling to the Arrow system, along with a variety of U.S. interceptors, including the THAAD and Patriot systems. Right now, the Israeli military remains on high alert. A military official briefing Fox News earlier saying they aim to call up 70,000 reservists in the days ahead, understanding that this U.S. and Israeli joint campaign against the Islamic Republic is expected to last for several days. Again, the latest reports from the ground indicate there are no casualties in Israel, and the fire has been far less heavy than it was during the 12-day war. But the Israelis are looking both north and south to Iranian proxies like Hezbollah and the Houthis over concern that they may get involved in the battle.
Okay. We are getting word from Israel Channel 12, who are now reporting that Ayatollah Ali Khomeini is dead.
Wow.
That the Iranian supreme leader has been killed in the airstrikes launched by the United States and Israel today. A determined effort by President Donald Trump to topple the Iranian regime. And if true, the reports coming to us now from Israeli Channel 12 that Ayatollah Ali Khomeini is dead, then they have indeed toppled the very head of that regime. And the consequences and ramifications of that can only be guessed at, because we have also been reporting just in the last few minutes that the Iranian Defense Minister Amir Nasirazdeh and also the Iranian, commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Commander Mohammad Pakpour, is also dead. These two top officials, one a military official, the other a civilian official in charge, of course, of the military, the Iranian Defense Minister, and the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, according to Reuters, quoting 3 Iranian sources, have been killed. Add to that these very significant reports now coming from Israeli Channel 12 television, reporting that Ayatollah Ali Khomeini, the supreme leader of Iran, has been killed.
Can you believe this? We just hit them, knocked the crap out of them, and here we go. USA, baby.
In those strikes.
That is incredible breaking news that Mark White is bringing you there. I mean, he's 86 years old. He's been the real figurehead for the regime in Iran and some of the atrocities they have committed against their own people over the last couple of months. The initial reports were that we didn't know where he was. He had maybe been smuggled out of the country. But do we know any more? Was he killed? Was he still in Iran, or we don't know?
Those reports, we don't have details as yet, but certainly when I was reporting first thing this morning on the strikes, we got a sort of message from the FARS news agency in Iran, obviously the state-run news agency there, very quickly suggesting that the Ayatollah had been put on a plane out of Tehran, the Iranian capital. Effectively, they were suggesting to us, out of harm's way and away from any attempt by the United States or the Israelis to take him out, because we had confirmation from multiple sources during the morning that, as well as strikes that were targeting military targets and also targeting ministry buildings belonging to the regime in the likes of central Tehran, what you were also seeing were decapitation strikes aimed at the figureheads of the Iranian regime. And the very top of that pile is the Ayatollah. And as I say, Channel 12 in Israel reporting that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been killed.
Okay, Mark White for now, thank you very much. That's live breaking news for you. So let's talk to former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for joining us. Can we just have your reaction to that breaking news, please, that according to Israel Channel 12, the Ayatollah has been killed by an Israeli strike now? Can I have your reaction, please?
Well, it's not yet been confirmed, but this guy is the tip of the head of the octopus of terror that's been running the terror operations in Iran, in the region, the Middle East, and the whole world. This guy's hands, Khamenei's hands, are soaked in blood of citizens and civilians from all across the world, from the United States, from Europe, from Israel, tens of thousands of his own people that he's been butchering throughout the years, especially over the past few weeks. This guy is the epicenter of global terror, the head of the octopus of terror, and hopefully he's dead.
What does that mean for what happens next, though? I mean, does his death, if it is confirmed, create a vacuum that could be filled by something or someone worse?
Well, we hope that the Iranian people will seize this opportunity. President Trump and the state of Israel now have created a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the amazing, wonderful, and courageous people of Iran that seek freedom. They're fed up with being repressed for the past 47 years by a tyrannical, genocidal regime. But now the ball is in their hands. We cannot do it from outside. They have to make the decision. Do they take to the streets and free themselves from the yoke of this dictator?
Mr. Bennett, with the IRG, as we know, are very heavily armed. I mean, if someone does step in to take over leadership, they've got the arms. The ordinary Iranian people, most of them just armed with their fists. Would Israel, do you think, be willing to go in, put boots on the ground to help them get democracy back into their country?
No one's talking about boots on the ground. What we are doing is decapitating the leadership of the IRGC, of the tyrannical police, Basij, of all the elements in this horrible terrorist regime that have been killing their own people, and we're giving the air support to do that. I think that the message of President Trump has been very clear. Any IRGC person who lays down his weapons will be safe. Anyone who continues fighting, his head is next. So at the end of the day, it's up to the Iranian people, and we're praying for them, and we're working hard from above to give that support.
How much more support would Israel, do you think, be willing to give, though? Keep coming back to that point. The IRGC are very heavily armed. The ordinary people of Iran have nothing but their fists.
A lot of actions have been taken, covert actions, to allow Iranian people to act, to fight back. As I said, we're not letting up. Our goal from Israel's perspective and from the world's perspective is to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon and reconstituting their ballistic missile program, which is a huge threat to the region. As you can see now, just today they targeted 8 different countries: UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, you name it, Iraq, etc. So we were very clear for quite a while that they have to let go of their nuclear ambitions or we'll have to act. They didn't listen, and now we're acting.
Okay, and how optimistic are you that this will be the end of this regime?
I don't know. It's up to the Iranian people.
And do you think, how long do you think Israel will be willing to carry on supporting the Iranian people? I mean, President Trump has said that this is a matter of not just days, but it could go on for much longer. Will Israel be with America on that one?
Absolutely.
OK. Thank you very much for joining us. That's former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. Mark, that astonishing breaking news now that the head of the snake, or the head of the octopus is evil, as Naftali just called it, has been, we think, killed.
Well, this according to Israeli Channel 12. We've not been able to independently verify that, so we await word. I should just say, it's important to add caveats. Iran's foreign minister has said Khamenei and the president are alive. He believes they are, is the quote. It's not confirmed, he's not seen them, but he believes they are alive. And this, of course, is the Iranian foreign minister, so, take that as you will. But what they are saying is that the compound that apparently Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was in, meeting at that point, was struck. Smoke is confirmed to have been seen at the compound in satellite images. Israel targeted the specific meeting, apparently. So the world just awaits now to see what the situation is. But let's just, caveat that as always. Israel Channel 12 are reporting that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is dead. However, Iran's foreign minister has said that he believes both the Ayatollah and the president are still alive.
Okay.
We'll bring you it as it's reported to us.
Yeah, so yes, absolutely, it's very difficult to establish the facts at the moment. It's a very fast-moving situation. Mark White, thank you very much for now.